Welcome back to the virtual STEM Fair presented by Energy Waterford 3 in the St. Charles Parish Library. I'm Jason Talley, the Planetarium Supervisor at the West Regional Library, and today we're going to be making our own Planisphere. A Planisphere, or as I like to call it, a star wheel, can help you find the stars in the night sky. And if you look in your bag, you should find 3 printouts, one for the holder and two different star wheels. The star wheels show what we see in our night sky with some of our light pollution, lots of light shining up the sky, blocks out the different stars. But we also have a star wheel without any light pollution. This is what you see if you got away from all the city lights. You could see all these stars and even our own galaxy, the Milky Way. We're going to be making our own star wheel, but to do that at home, you're going to need a stapler and, of course, a pair of scissors. With adult supervision, you're going to be cutting out your star wheels and its holder. Then we're going to be stapling them all together. But to see all that, we're going to take a little bit of a closer look.
Now that we have a closer look, we're going to start off by cutting out our star wheels. We're going to follow the thick black line marked by the scissors, little scissor symbol there, and we're going to cut all around. We're going to speed this process up. Now that we have our star wheels cut out, we're going to move on to our holder. We're going to be cutting along the thick black line here, marked by the symbols, the scissor symbols right here. And then we're also going to be cutting out this gray part. This you have to be careful with because it's inside. You don't want to cut out into your holder. You want to just cut out this center part because that's going to be the viewing window of your star wheel. Let's get that cut out. Now that we have all of our pieces, we're going to be assembling our star wheel. We're going to turn to our holder. And on our holder, you might see some gray dashed lines along the bottom and the edges. We're going to fold on those lines. First, we're going to fold on the bottom lines. Actually, it might be easier to fold it looking up at the line. You want to try to fold on the line as best as possible so that your star wheel will fit comfortably in its holder. Got our bottom folded. Now we're going to fold the sides. Again, trying to fold as close as possible to our dotted gray line. So now we got our holder folded. You might notice there's little gray dashes along the edges. That is where we're going to use our stapler to staple our holder together. Try to staple on that line as best as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know mine isn't. We'll get one of those right. Let's try again. There we go. And just a couple more. Okay. And we have our holder. Now, all you gotta do is take your star wheels and you can place them right inside. They should fit snugly, and you'll see through our hole where the gray part was, that's our viewing window. You can see the stars. We're gonna be observing tonight, October 16th, and it's not gonna get dark till about 7. So we're going to move our star wheel, rotate around. You might have to lift it up just a little bit, but move it so, where'd October go? Oh, I moved it too far. There it is. And there's a little tick mark right past October 15th. Since it's daylight savings time, we need to move our star wheel forward 1 hour. So we would line it up at 7 p.m. during daylight standard time, which is coming in just a few weeks. But tonight, the 16th, we're going to move that little tick mark by the 15 on October to line up as best we can with the 6 p.m. mark. So 6 p.m., that's what the stars are going to look like tonight at 7 p.m. daylight savings time. So if you were to go out, this is the stars you'll see.
We're going to take our planisphere, our star wheel, outside, and we're going to find north. This is where, well, a compass comes in handy. You can get compasses. Well, most phones have them, smart watches too, but you can even use an old-fashioned compass, a little piece of metal that floats in water. You can get those old-fashioned compasses. You can use them to find your way north, and once you've found your way north, turn around to face that direction. Face north, and you're going to also turn your planisphere so that north, which is on top, faces towards you. It's facing towards me, and when I look here, I can see the stars. I turn towards me so I see northern horizon is facing right side up towards me. And the stars above the northern horizon are the stars you'll see right here in the planisphere on bottom, or above the northern horizon. Those are what's up in that sky. If you just look up, you'll be able to see those stars. And you might spot the North Star. If you're facing due north, you can face due north, ball up your fist, and hold it at arm's length, just like this. And you place the bottom of your fist on the horizon. Take another fist, you ball it up, and you go 2 fists up. And then you can do a 3rd fist on top. Above that 3rd fist, due north, you should spot Polaris, the North Star. Your fist balled up and held at arm's length is about 10 degrees. Our sky is divided into degrees, and the North Star is about 30 degrees up from the horizon. So, 3 fists up from the horizon. That's because we're at 30 degrees latitude here in southeast Louisiana. Once you've found Polaris, you have a good reference for all the other stars on your star wheel. You might notice that there are more stars than what you see on your star wheel. If that's the case, you happen to be in an area with less light pollution, you could switch out your light pollution star wheel for your dark sky. Of course, you gotta make sure we get it set to the right date. In time, October 16th, 7 p.m. We're going to set it to 6 p.m. And these are all the stars you'd see away from all the city lights under a dark night sky. You might even see our Milky Way going across the sky. If you're facing north, you can turn to the right. Turn to your right, and if you turn your planisphere clockwise to the right a little bit, you'll be facing east. And here we have east. These are the stars you'll see in the eastern sky. Of course, if we keep turning, we can turn to the south, keep turning right, and we keep turning, we'll eventually get to the west and back to north. Those are the stars you'll see along the horizon, but if you look straight up, the stars straight overhead are these stars right here in the middle of our viewing window. So go out and try to find some stars. Thank you for joining us for the virtual STEM fair. Check your bags for more science fun with the upcoming Nuclear Science Week. And as always, check our calendars for more events and activities coming your way.